guys, what's up? All right, welcome back. We are doing another video. Surprise, surprise, this is like the third video I've recorded in the last week and a half, yet I have yet to edit either of the other two, but I just feel very inspired to film, so I'm doing it because if I feel inspired, I want to make sure I'm filming it. This plant keeps hitting my head, so I'm going to continue looking up at it. Sorry, hang on, actually let me turn it. Okay, now it's clear. All right, so I actually just went shopping at a local greenhouse, I guess, or like garden center in the town I live in, Mukwonago, and this is the second time I've been there. The first time I went, I was just kind of looking around. I didn't buy anything, but this time I specifically went because I was getting some stuff for my soil mixture, so I'll give you a little bit of sneak peek of that. And I figured I would just kind of like unbag or give a small haul of everything I got today because I got definitely more than I was expecting. I will kind of go over briefly what my soil mix is like, but I am going to save the details of that for a future video, just to be like a quick, I don't know, small video on how I make my soil mix, because I do mix my own soil that I use for potting. So I guess let's just get into it. So the first thing I got, like I said, is this bag of orchid mix. So I specifically went to get stuff for my soil mixture because I'm running low and I need to make some more. But basically what I use for most of my soil mix is orchid potting mix. I really like this mix just because it's very airy and chunky, which is really good for aeroids. It's also good for like, you can use it for Hoyas, you can use it for snake plants. Like, I think it's very versatile just because it's so chunky and airy. It gives the roots a lot of air. I've said air like 5 times now, but you just don't want them to be super compacted in their pot. And I find that having a chunkier, airier soil mix helps prevent compactness on the roots. Which also helps the soil dry out more fully, which will help prevent root rot. So I really like this mix. This one specifically has bark in it, charcoal, and coarse perlite, all of which I really like. I used to buy like separate bags of all of those and then mix all of it together with like a potting soil, but it was really expensive. So I find that doing an orchid mix is the way to go. This is the one that I got. They had it at my local nursery. I got 3 bags of it because it's a smaller bag. But like I said, I'm gonna do a dedicated video for soil mix in the future, so I won't say any more, but this is a little hack if you don't already know. That's all gonna go in the garage. And then the next bag is the exciting bag. So like I said, I got more than I was planning on getting. The first thing I grabbed is this little Hoya Australis Lisa. So you can see it has a little bit of an oblong leaf. I think this one is thirsty, so I am going to probably water it after this video, or I might wait a couple days to let it acclimate to my apartment. But basically it has like this roundish slash oval leaf, and it has white and light green. There's just a bunch of different colors in here. And then as you can see, let me get a little closer. The new leaves are coming out like this really red color. So if I continue to give the plant pretty high light, which I'm planning on putting it near my south window, it will continue doing that. And then hopefully it will also develop some pink on these leaves as well. I think that'll just look really cute. But this little pot, it's only a 2-inch pot, but it has 2 full plants in it. And each plant, this plant has 1 active growth point, which is really little right there. And then the bigger plant has obviously the active growth point on the top, but it also has an active growth point in there, which is why I wanted this one. Pretty much all the ones I saw there had the 2 plants in it, but I liked that this had multiple growth points, so it will fill in a little bit more. But yeah, it's just really cute. It was only $10.99, which I think is pretty great. They did have other ones which were a little bit bigger, but they were in a pot that didn't have drainage, so I didn't want to do that because I really want pots with drainage. And then for this one, I did get this little terracotta to put it in. It doesn't have a hole in it, which is fine because I'm just using it as a cover pot, but I just thought that looked really cute. And I like how it has like the lips and stuff. I just never see pots like this around, so I figured I would grab one. So got that baby. And then I also grabbed another pot, or a couple more pots. So I have this one, which is, I believe, a 4-inch pot. Yeah, a 4-inch pot. And it's really cute. It does have a drainage hole, which is covered by stickers right now, but yeah, I just liked the shape of it, and maybe like, you know, this is only a 2-inch pot, so it'll probably grow out of this pot fairly quickly, I would guess, if it does grow fast. So then I can repot it into this with my new soil mix. Next thing I got was another pot. Surprise, surprise. This pot, which I just thought was so beautiful. So the inside is like glazed, but the outside is partially unglazed, which gives it a really pretty texture, and it has a bit of a like orangey hue under it. So it's like cream with a little bit of orange. So I really liked that because I like the neutrals. I like that it had subtle shapes and colors and stuff like that. Just a really pretty pot, but again, this has no drainage, so I'm gonna use this as a cover pot. I think I'm gonna use it for my Hoya Chelsea that's in my bedroom because I do not like the pot that it's currently sitting in. And then the last thing I got, which is my most exciting thing that I got at this place. By the way, I don't think I mentioned, it's called Thomas's Garden and Greenhouse, I believe. It's literally right down the road from the Walmart in Mukwonago. So if you live in Mukwonago or near Mukwonago, I highly recommend. It's a really cute little place. All the staff is like extremely friendly. I think every person I ran into asked me if I had any questions, if there's anything they could help me with. So I highly recommend going there. But yeah, this last thing I got. Oh, okay. I'm really excited. So it is a Hoya compacta variegata. I don't know if this is like the Mona Lisa or whatever. I know there's a bunch of different varieties of the variegated Hoya, but it has the variegation on the outside of the leaves. So it's kind of like a little ring around the leaves. I don't know if you can tell. It's probably more apparent on this new growth right here. You can kind of see that the new leaves come in with a lot of white on the outside, and then they have a little bit of pink on them. And the reason I got this plant, first of all, I really like Hoya compacta, but I liked this one specifically because, first of all, it does have a white growth point, which usually don't live very long. The Hoya carnosa Crimson Queen that I showed you in my plant haul, it actually had a all pink strand that lasted for almost a full year. So depending, I think, on the light that you give it, it can sustain this area for a long time if it has a lot of other growth that is not all white. But I really like this one because it was kind of trailing down. I like the look of Hoya compacta when they're really full and kind of trailing all over the place. And this one has a ton of active growth points. Like there's one here, there's some coming out there, there's one here, here, on the end of this one, here. So it has a ton of active growth and it looks really healthy and just, it's really beautiful, honestly. I do have a regular Hoya compacta, which has done almost no growing, so I'm excited to have a full one like this. I think I'm going to hang it, just because I think it would look really beautiful hanging in front of one of my windows. I'll just put her down. I'm gonna put her back in the bag because I don't have anything to put her on. She was, I think, let me look at the tag, $45.99, which honestly is really well priced, I think, for this variety. Sometimes you see like regular Hoya compacta that are like that much for a 6-inch pot. So the fact that I got a 6-inch pot with multiple vines that have all active growth and are really healthy, I'm super stoked about. So I'm very excited to have that one as part of my collection. But yeah, that's it for my plant haul. I didn't get anything else. Like I said, stay tuned for a soil mix video in the near future. But thank you for watching if you did all the way to this point. If you liked the video, please like it. If you disliked it, go ahead and hit that dislike. No hate from me. And then if you want to keep watching future videos, definitely subscribe to my channel. You can also follow me on Instagram at PlantlyAshley. I post more consistently on Instagram. Obviously, it's a little easier. I don't post every day, but I do post as much as I can. And yeah, that's kind of all I got. So if you guys have any comments, questions, you know, care tips maybe for these two, and please leave them down in the comments. Otherwise, I will, I guess, just see you guys in my next video. Bye. Peace.